We're here in Indianapolis at the NCAA Woman of the Year celebration. I'm joined by Honoree Cathleen Pruden, a former swimming and diving student athlete at Mount Holyoke College, and finalist Margaret Guo, a former swimming and diving student athlete at MIT. Thanks for sitting down with us.
Thanks.
So, what does this experience mean to you, Cathleen?
I think this experience is a really great chance to kind of reflect on the 4 years we've had and to get to celebrate those accomplishments and everything we got to experience as student athletes. There's no pressure of it being a competition, and it's not a time when we feel like we really have to get something out of it. We can just truly enjoy having coaches and athletics department people and families here to celebrate that.
And just to add on what Kathleen said, I think it's also not just a celebration of individual accomplishments, but also what we've done together as a team, what our coaches and mentors have done, and our teammates. And so it's just been an amazing experience so far.
What was it like being a NEWMAC student athlete, Margaret?
I'd say that, like, being a student athlete, there's always the challenges of balancing the athletics and the academics, but the swimming community in general has been super supportive, and it's been an amazing cohesive experience. Especially NEWMAC championships are always my favorite meet of the year because everyone is so excited, and even though there's like school friendly rivalry, we're always there and we're supporting each other the entire way through.
I think swimming is unique that we do have all 10 of those schools at our championship. It's not just the top 2 or something. So to be able to have those consistent forming friendships with people who you raced your freshman year and you're back up there going at it again your senior year, but by then we kind of understand each other and being able to have those conversations and feel like we're supporting each other is really neat. But there's also a special conference camaraderie, like getting to stay at the same hotel at MIT for nationals and getting to experience something like a banquet with other people who you've gotten to know, and to have that support at all levels is really special.
Great. And how has your NEWMAC experience prepared you for what you're doing right now, Margaret?
So right now I'm in med school, and I'm in my MD-PhD training to become a physician scientist. And I'd say my NEWMAC experience in general has just taught me how the team-based role is really important in terms of like the medicine field, the whole being a doctor is not just you treating the patient, but the entire healthcare professional team that's treating them. And so I've definitely learned that aspect, and along with the time management, the balancing of everything, and definitely has been great so far.
Great.
I'm now an assistant swim coach at another Division III college, which is a really cool way to totally feel like I'm applying everything I've done in the last 4 years, especially in the pool, but also just the experience as a student athlete. Really take the NEWMAC experience as I now navigate a new conference and a new school where so much of it is similar, especially the Division III values and all, but kind of learn what's different, and different doesn't always mean bad, and it doesn't always mean good, and kind of build on thinking oh, this is how things worked at Mount Holyoke in the NEWMAC, and what can we do better here, and how can I use these experiences to understand my new place.
Great. Several of the Woman of the Year finalists, past winners, and both of you obviously were swimming and diving athletes. What do you think it is about the sport that supports that statistic? Kathleen?
I think most of us as swimmers have swum for most of our life. It's not a sport you took up in high school very often. So there's a consistency and a drive and just a lot of swimming. I mean, to me as a swimmer, it was exciting and I didn't dislike it, but I think for a lot of people it's this idea that you're just face down looking at a black line for a lot of the time. But there is a kind of commitment and drive that has to go into that, and I think those are a lot of the values that it took to get to this stage of the NCAA Woman of the Year process.
Yeah.
Adding on to, I think that swimmers do have a lot of commitment in terms of how much time we have to spend in the pool, training hours and hours, doing laps going back and forth for maybe a 50 or 100 in our end race. So there is a lot of determination and grit that goes into that. And also the fact that I feel like swimming and being part of a team is almost like a service towards others, so we're naturally inclined to help one another and cheer each other on at meets, and I think that goes and reflects into how this whole NCAA Woman of the Year is looking for those qualities of both leadership, service, and also the athletic student-athlete combination.
Great. Well, thanks for taking the time to sit with us and talk, and enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.